Welcome to lesson 43. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. This is a good one, you guys. This is a good one. All right, so God is my source. I cannot see apart from his cookies. Is that what that says? God is my source. He's even in my cookies. He's in everything. So anyways, where am I? Right there. I almost forgot to do this today, actually, because I don't know. I just was juggling a few things and I was like, oh my gosh, like, did I even hang out with you? What day is it? What lesson is it? It kind of gets like that sometimes, doesn't it? So God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. Really interesting lesson today. Talks about perception, talks about knowledge, talks about how in God we don't need perception. And I don't know why that freaks me out. I think I actually said that in the notes, or oh no, that was this morning. Whenever I read you the lesson, that's my thing now. I get up and before I wash my face or brush my teeth or really know what the hell's going on, I'm like, you know what? I think I'll read you the lesson. And I'm up like this. I don't even hide. I don't even use a light, nothing. I'm like, take it or leave it. Most people are like, I'll leave it. All right, here's the notes. Ooh, thank you, Tina Jesus, for the notes. So the lesson was, God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. And Jesus did start off with talking about that, but then he went off on the body tangent again, because I guess it's a pretty big deal for us to realize that, you know, we are not our bodies. All right, I'll get to that in a second. So Tina Jesus said, it is important for you to see that God is your source. See God as your source. All right, this is super duper important for us to realize who we are. And the Arcturians are always saying that too, like you are source energy beings. And that's what Tina Jesus said today. JC said, you are a unique manifestation in the mind of God. So it's like everyone's different and unique, although everyone's equal. It's kind of this interesting concept for the ego to sit with. But you are a unique manifestation in the mind of God. Like there, it literally is no one else like you. And you need to start seeing that you are part of source, and source is, well, God is your source. Source is God. Source is all that is. Source is where you live. You live in the mind of God, basically. So anyways, Jesus said, your body needs you, like you enliven it, but you do not need the body. Yeah, you don't need the body. It needs you because you're enlivening it with your spirit, but you don't need it, okay? So the ego is just like having a friggin' breakdown tantrum right now because of this. It's like, but, yeah, but nothing. I don't need the body. And once that kind of gets in my mind that I don't need this body and I am energy, I am source energy, I am eternal, that really puts a whole different spin on life. So Jesus then talked again about the cross and, that whole bit, the whole cross thing. Yeah, you may or may not have heard of that day in Jesus's life. But anyways, it was a demonstration of him overcoming the physical body. That's what that was, he says. And you can too. He just was like, listen, I am your older brother. Yeah, I've been on the path a lot longer than you. I've walked towards love longer than you, but I'm guiding you, and everything I can do, you're capable of. So follow me. And that's kind of where the pathways of light led into, that only love is real. Right? Yeah, agree with me. Only love is real. And love is my source, right? God is my source. So that means God is love. And what am I going to follow? Love, just like Jesus said. And I follow love. And I follow God. And I follow source. And I follow the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit is my guide. And yeah, God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. And if God is love, then I must be seeing love when I see through the eyes of God. So this is all about unity with all that is. In the grand scheme of things, understanding that God is source and you are a source energy being and you are love, that is what you are, and so is everyone else. That really does just guide us and lead us ever so gently and directly into unity consciousness with all that is. Only love is real. Love is my source. God is my source, and I follow. Holy Spirit is my guide. I see love. So yeah, another good reminder for us that we are not our bodies. I like that Jesus goes there. It doesn't really ever seem related to what the lesson is, but he just chooses to go there every once in a while. He's like, you know what? I feel like today I'm going to remind everybody that that whole day on the cross, that was a demonstration of overcoming my physical body. You don't need your body. Your body needs you. So anyways, whatever you want to think about that. But I feel like that's a really helpful perspective to take. If one, you have body issues, if two, you have fear of death issues, it's like, how about you figure out who the F you really are? You are not your body. That's not how society has trained us, but that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. And what never changes is God and his eternal love. All right. I love my goddesses. All right. So what else do I need to do? I gave you a cookie. I sang some songs for you. Oh yeah, pathways of light. That's what we need now. Just a little sweet little reminder that the Holy Spirit is our guide. And that's what's so awesome about today. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him because I am in him. I am in him mind. I am good at speak. Here, listen. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles, Workbook, Lesson 43, Insights. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. The Course makes it clear that God is love and nothing else. In the introduction to the text, it says that only love is real. Thus, nothing else exists. Since only love is real, love is one. There can be no other. It helps me to rephrase this lesson by saying, love is my source. I cannot see apart from love. To me, a key word in this lesson is apart. If only love is real, there is nothing apart from love. And since love is my source, there is nothing apart from me. If I see anything that is not part of me, then I am not seeing it truly. I cannot see apart from love because nothing is apart. This lesson is helping me open my mind first to recognize that the seeing I have called seeing is not really seeing anything. When I look at something through the body's eyes and believe it, rarely do I perceive it as part of me. Second, this lesson is helping me to remember to open to receive Holy Spirit's meaning. Holy Spirit's meaning will show me my unity with all that is. That is what will prepare me for knowledge. My habitual way of seeing or perceiving involves, at the very least, labeling and categorizing. That shape I'm looking at is a table. Hidden beneath that label are all kinds of meanings based on my history with tables. Maybe I associate it with security, a place I could hide under when I was a child. Maybe it reminds me of anger because of arguments that occurred around the table when I was growing up. Maybe it carries the meaning of warmth and affection because of memories of happy family moments around the table, a birthday party, for example. All this I bring unconsciously to all the forms I look upon when I attempt to see without the Holy Spirit's guidance. This is not seeing clearly. It's really seeing only the past. So when I remind myself that I cannot see apart from love, it reminds me not to rely on my own perception and interpretation. It reminds me to step back and let the Holy Spirit give His meaning to it. With His help, I will see love and only love everywhere, all the time. Here, I will find peace. I feel my ego being confused and resistant to today's idea. The lesson is saying the ego is not my source. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. My ego shows me nothing but its capriciousness, its pain, its anxiety, its depression, etc., etc., etc. I am truly blessed to have Holy Spirit as my guide as He takes my hand and leads me to God, to joy, to comfort, to love and peace. God is the source, and I follow. I cannot see joy apart from Him. The source of anything is its essence. This means God is my essence. This means I cannot see apart from my essence. God only extends itself. This means what is real about me is a part of God, and what is real about everything is a part of God. If I am seeing something other than God, I am not seeing. I am hallucinating something that is not real. Because there is no duality, there is no outside, there is no other, there is nothing different from God or love. This means that all that is real is love. This is my mind healing training today. To take this in, to soak in it, to receive it and give it. God is the essence of all. There is no seeing apart from this essence of love. Thank goodness only this is true. pathwaysoflight.org. All right, that was pretty sweet on this cold day. I mean, every day I'm like, I'm going to quit drinking so much tea. And then every day I'm like, my tea needs me. All right, so God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. I cannot see this desk apart from Him. I cannot see this tea apart from Him. I cannot see that picture apart from Him. And then I'm supposed to, and you're supposed to, we're supposed to kind of close our eyes and see what other beautiful, godly, holy thoughts surface. So just as a little side note, I've been doing the Pathways of Light 30-day home study program, Ask and Receive. Is that what it is? I don't know. I've only been doing it for 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks, because like I had that off week where I didn't do it. And now I'm finally on week 4. And the thing that I have enjoyed so much, well, I've enjoyed many things. I enjoy the little books that come with it. I enjoy the meditation, visualization that comes with it. And I enjoy the journaling and the weekly affirmation. Okay, I guess I enjoy everything about it, but the journaling has been really interesting. Getting myself right after that visualization and meditation, after I dump out, and the visualization helps me go deeper and closer to light and God, then she like gives you like a break to just breathe and sink and float. And then out of nowhere she says, and write down your thoughts from your inner, I don't know, like she snaps you out of it just when you think you're not coming out of it, and you're like this, and then you just sort of do like some automatic writing, like without really thinking, just flow, whatever comes in your mind that's relevant, that's beautiful, not like, gosh, I really gotta do the dishes. No, that's not the type of thinking that we're talking about. The thoughts that come in from higher mind, and you can start to tell the difference in when you're receiving. So this journal that I've kept now for 3 weeks, I have not really read back too much, like a couple pages. I went back to a couple pages that I wanted to share with my friend, but I'm excited to like read all of it eventually, and like I'll see like what was kind of like hogwashy and like what was actually like beautifulness coming in. So anyways, these thoughts, your own personal way to add to today's lesson, you might think some really beautiful things after you're like, God is my source, I cannot see apart from him. And you go inside and God is my everything. God is my light. I am a part of everything. I am light. You just sort of like see what comes in that like might kind of sort of have to do with the lesson, right? Like, so they gave examples like, I see through the eyes of forgiveness. I see the world as blessed. The world can show me myself. Dang, that's pretty, yeah, wow. I see my own thoughts, which are like God. So it's like whatever you want to let come in, let it come in. See what's knocking at the door. And then I also really like that, like applying to people that we know, applying to strangers. And it was so funny, like, because it's like you think you know some people more than others, but like what is that even about? If we're all one, we you know everybody. So there's really no such thing as strangers or closer to you. Like in the mind of God, we are all one. So that was kind of funny. But anyways, God is my source. I cannot see you apart from him. It really is, we are entering in like a different way of perceiving and vision. We're entering into vision. And then if we have any distress, like not that we would ever have any distress, but should we find anything distressing, we say, God is my source. I cannot see this shit apart from him. All right, so anyways, it was good. It was good. And remember to think about it all day. All right, you really want to keep this thought close to you because God is your source and you cannot see or think apart from him. Just felt like we needed a clap.